On a serious note, this is an absolutely fantastic sounding amplifier by Vox.
It is. Vox, incredibly kind of classic British amp manufacturer, one of the original kind of sounds of the 50s and the 60s. Probably made most famous, I guess, by seeing bands like the Beatles and the Shadows using amps like this. But they've kind of stayed through. Even nowadays, you've still got classic bands using them. Lots of kind of Britpop indie type bands.
Well, almost every band I can think of that wants like really great, dedicated clean tones and crunch tones will have a Vox in there somewhere.
Could be anyone from, The Edge is a big kind of Vox user. Loads of cool bands. Anyway. That's good. So, the AC series, you're probably best known for the AC30, which is the 212 30 watt Class A combo. Then there's a baby brother of that called the AC15. And there's even a baby brother of that called the AC4. And that's what this is. Now, normally, when you buy the AC4 from Vox, you get a 4 watt mass-produced Chinese amp in a cabinet that's about that big, and it costs you about £180, something like that, maybe under £200. Don't quote me on that, but something like that. And this year, Vox decided to do a hand-wired, bigger version of it. So it's still a 4 watt amplifier, but because it's a bigger cabinet and a better quality speaker,
it's 4 watts.
It's 4 watts, yeah. It sounds completely different to the little Diddy 4 watt thing. So if you're don't get confused. I personally got confused when they first told me they were bringing out a hand-wired version of the AC4, and told me the price. I was just like, no one's going to pay that just to have a hand-wired version of the little thing like that.
I'm shocked. I didn't know. I had no idea this was 4 watts. Before we even started the review, Lee was like, guarantee Rob, you're not going to like this, but I will like it. and I was like, you're probably right. I think it's fantastic. 4 watts.
Yeah.
It's got some headroom.
It's definitely competing, although it's definitely competing in that arena of things like the little Fender Blues Junior or other little classic boutique little 5 to 10 watt amplifiers. So it's a crazy little amp. Sounds cool. It's basically got the top boost section of an AC30, so a gain and treble and bass control. It's got a master. Excuse me, it's my Haribo's just repeating on me there.
Haribo.
Is that how you say it? Or Haribo. Haribo. How you doing? So it's got a master volume on the end here, and it's got a foot switchable hot and cool drive sort of section. We're using it with a reverb pedal and a full tone fat boost pedal in the front end to just give it some. Give it some.